Russian forces are attempting an infiltration near Zaporizhzhia, a move that comes as pressure increases on the southern front, as both sides reinforce key positions. In this GoPro footage, which initially started as an infiltration operation by Russian soldiers, they encountered an unexpected Ukrainian defense. Russian soldiers narrowly escape by jumping into an abandoned trench. Why do you think there are so many untactical attacks by Russian soldiers? In this footage from the Ukrainian Defense Forces, a surprise raid is carried out on Russian forces. The whole conflict was recorded with a GoPro. The Zaporizhzhia region is a critical area for Russia. Ukrainian forces move quickly with intense firepower, responding to every threat with precision and speed. In this helmet cam footage, a Ukrainian special unit spots a Russian DRG attempting to slip through the rear lines. The soldiers react instantly, coordinating, shifting positions, and opening fire. The Russian group scatters, caught off guard by the swift response. You can hear the sharp commands, the controlled bursts of gunfire, and the tension in every movement. This isn't a large-scale assault. It's a close-range, high-stakes skirmish where every corner and shadow could hide an enemy. The Ukrainian team pushes forward, securing the area step by step, making sure no infiltrator slips through. As Ukraine continues to strengthen its military with new recruits, what impact do you think this will have on the ongoing conflict? Zaporizhzhia isn't just a battleground, it's a pressure point. Russia keeps probing for weaknesses, but Ukraine answers with action. The defenders don't wait. They spot, they strike, they hold. On the front lines, Ukrainian forces continue to utilize their armored units with precision and deadly force. One such moment was captured recently when a Ukrainian tank was deployed to strike at Russian bunkers and defensive positions. Ukrainian tank opens fire on Russian positions detected by drones on its own. The destruction is so extensive that the soldiers have almost nowhere to run. Even if they do, they are constantly being followed by drones. As the shelling continued, Russian soldiers scrambled to reposition and reinforce their positions, but the surprise attack had already taken its toll. The Ukrainian tank remained mobile, repositioning as necessary, keeping the Russians on the back foot and preventing them from regrouping. This display of precision tank warfare has proven crucial for Ukraine, allowing them to hit high-value targets like bunkers and supply depots, disrupting the Russian forces' ability to maintain strong defensive lines. As Russia continues its efforts to advance, their momentum has started to slow down on several key fronts. Despite initial gains in areas like Zaporizhzhia and Donetsk, Russian forces are facing significant resistance from Ukrainian defenders, and their progress is becoming increasingly difficult. In Zaporizhzhia, Russian forces have struggled to break through fortified Ukrainian positions. While they have made some territorial gains, they have been unable to secure a decisive breakthrough. Heavy artillery exchanges, drone strikes, and relentless counterattacks by Ukrainian forces have created a stalemate in many areas. Do you believe these efforts will be enough to turn the tide in key regions like Zaporizhzhia? Or will Russia's reinforcements prove to be a challenge? As Ukraine continues to face pressure on multiple fronts, the government is ramping up efforts to bolster its military. The Ukrainian General Staff has requested the mobilization of an additional 500,000 troops, a significant step in reinforcing their defense capabilities as the war with Russia enters its fourth year. President Volodymyr Zelensky acknowledged the request, calling it highly sensitive and confirming that discussions are underway with the military and government officials. The new measures include reducing the age for enlistment and offering additional incentives to encourage volunteers. This move comes as Ukraine seeks to strengthen its ranks, especially along key fronts like Zaporizhzhia, where intense clashes continue. With Russia reinforcing its positions, Ukraine's rapid response and manpower increase are crucial for maintaining control and defending its territory. Looking ahead, the situation on the front lines remains fluid and unpredictable. With both sides entrenched in fierce fighting, the coming weeks will likely determine the next phase of the conflict. The battle for Zaporizhzhia, in particular, remains a key focus for both Russia and Ukraine, with each side looking to secure strategic positions in the region. As Ukrainian forces continue to reinforce their ranks and adapt their strategies, Russia is also expected to intensify its efforts to break the stalemate. New weapon systems, such as advanced artillery and drones, could play a significant role in shaping future battles. The key question moving forward is whether Ukraine's defensive lines can withstand the continued pressure from Russian forces, or if Russia will find a way to exploit any weaknesses. As both sides prepare for a protracted conflict, the focus will shift to supply chains, logistics, and the ability to maintain military readiness under constant pressure. In the coming months, we could see more concentrated pushes by Russia, particularly in areas like Donetsk and Luhansk, where Russian forces have already made significant inroads. On the other hand, Ukraine's ability to mobilize new recruits and maintain its counter-offensive strategies could tip the balance in its favor. The war's trajectory will largely depend on how effectively both sides manage their resources and adapt to the changing battlefield dynamics. As the situation continues to evolve, it's clear that both sides are preparing for a long, hard fight. But what do you think will be the turning point in this conflict? Will Ukraine's growing defense capabilities and reinforcements be enough to push back Russian forces, or will Russia adapt and find a way to break through? What are your thoughts on the current strategies from both sides, and how do you see the war developing in the next few months? We'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe